Welcome back to Kry Finance. Today is October 8th, 2024. I'm your host, Kry, and if you don't like that, you can cry about it. But remember, emotions don't belong in this market. So let's keep things clear and dive into today's key insights. Our top story today is the Chinese Hang Seng Index, which dropped nearly 10% last night. This sharp decline came in response to the Chinese government scaling back its stimulus plan, catching many investors off guard. Despite this news, U.S. markets displayed resilience and kept their focus on domestic growth and potential Fed moves, indicating little impact on U.S. investor sentiment. As of right now, the Hang Seng is down another 2%, as shown in the chart, which suggests that there is ongoing caution in the Asian markets. This is developing, and we need to keep an eye on this. Now, let's dive into Palantir Technologies, ticker PLTR, which was one of the top gainers in the S&P 500 today. This surge was driven by an endorsement from Ark Invest, which highlighted software companies, especially data analytics and AI-driven firms like Palantir, as key players in the next phase of the AI boom. Ark Invest went on to say that Palantir could stand to gain market share from big tech names like Microsoft, Apple, and Amazon and Alphabet. Now, if you aren't already aware, rather than providing datasets directly, Palantir's platforms Foundry and Gotham enable organizations to integrate and analyze data from multiple sources. Foundry, in particular, supports industries like healthcare, finance, and supply chain management, helping AI and machine learning firms securely process large datasets, which makes it highly appealing in the AI landscape. Moving on to charts of the day, let's talk about none other than Palantir, what we just got done talking about. But it was so exciting what happened today and what's been going on the last couple days that I just had to include it in my charts of the day segment. So let's get started. We're seeing strong support at $40 with short-term resistance at $42 and even the potential to reach $50 by next week if the momentum continues. With almost no negatives hanging over this stock, the rally appears to be just beginning and could potentially go on a Tesla or Nvidia style run, steamrolling short positions without hesitation. I also mentioned last week that PLTR could surpass $40, so congratulations to anyone who followed that call. You're riding a strong wave here. Next, shifting on to Boeing. It hasn't moved much since I discussed a potential drop last week, noting that the stock could fall by 10% or more if a $10 billion stock offering does go through. Today, Boeing closed at 154.65, holding fairly steady. Still, I see little reason to go long here, and a big break below 150 could signal a solid short opportunity, with a swift move into the 140s possible if an overnight gap occurs. While no offering has been confirmed, the consensus remains to watch BA closely. It's not a bad place to short, but patience may be needed for a notable return. If Boeing cancels the offering, I'd reconsider any short position. Lastly, I want to talk about SPX, the S&P 500. Today's rally nearly erased yesterday's losses, with SPX closing up 55.21 points, or about 1%, at 5751.14. This move to the upside has slightly dented our previous thesis about the Heikin Ashi candles, signaling a move to 5660. However, the thesis is still in play, with 5760 remaining resistance as discussed in yesterday's video. To reiterate, strong buying above 5760 is required to sustain gains. If that buying is weak, we'll likely continue into the 5660, 5760 range until a breakout occurs. Based on today's risk-on sentiment, the Heikin Ashi downside argument may be weakening, though it did accurately identify Friday's green candle as a potential fakeout. If SPX shows weakness below 5760 tomorrow, the downside narrative could regain traction. As I covered earlier, today's risk-on sentiment was notably strong. The Hang Seng's drop of 10% last night did not seem to rattle U.S. investors in the slightest. Now, when it comes to bonds and volatility, the market may need fresh geopolitical tensions or Fed policy uncertainty to hit the wires to disrupt the current trend as we stand right now. For now, with growing anticipation of dovish Fed adjustments, we're seeing an unchecked upside pressure building. Well, that's it for tonight's episode of Kry Finance. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode, and here comes today's Quote of the day from Robert Arnott. In investing, what is comfortable is rarely profitable. So, thanks for catching tonight's episode of Kry Finance. I'm always aiming to improve, so let me know in the comments how I can make each episode better for you. If you want me to go over a stock that you like or you just want to know more about, let me know. But until then, I'm Kry. Have a good night, and I'll see you tomorrow.